Hello and welcome back to another doll customization video. My name is Hannah or Lambency, and yes, I know it's been like 4 months, but I'm back! Sorry, I got really busy with work and school and moving to a new place, but I finally got done with the iconic, the beautiful ASAMI Sato from Legend of Korra. A while back I made Korra, and I can't have Korra without ASAMI, so something had to be done, and that was making ASAMI. Anyway, let's get started. The doll I'm using is Poppy O'Hare from Ever After High. Let's start by cutting off all her hair. To make it easier to get the head off, I dumped the doll in hot water for about a minute. This makes the head softer and more flexible. Once I cut off the hair, I scraped around the inside of the head with scissors to loosen up the hair plugs. Then I used tweezers to pull out all of the hair bits and glue gunk. Does anyone else find this part really satisfying? Because I really enjoy pulling out all of the clumps of glue. Next up is wiping off all the factory paint with 100% acetone nail polish remover so I can start with a clean slate. I use Q-tips so I can get in all the little crevices of the face. Since ASAMI has black hair, I painted the scalp black so it will match. For her actual hair, I used acrylic yarn. I cut the yarn to the length I want, then I unraveled it into individual strands and tied the strands to this metal hoop. Once I got a good amount of hair on the hoop, I brushed it out and straightened it. To give ASAMI her beautiful curls, I wrapped the hair around a straw and then applied the straightener to it. I used low heat and very gently pressed against it. The heat will allow it to hold the curls. I untied each strand of hair from the hoop and then used a rerouting tool to push the strands into the head holes. I got the rerouting tool from Etsy and it's super easy to use. Now that she's got a full head of hair, we gotta secure it. I put some tacky glue on a paintbrush and rubbed all around the inside of the head. When the glue dries, the hair will stay in place and won't be easily pulled out. I wrapped cloth around her hair to protect it and then sprayed the face with Mr. Super Clear. This helps prep the face for the watercolor pencils and soft pastels. Make sure you're using a flat sealant and not a glossy sealant. Otherwise, it's going to be a really shiny doll. I used Faber-Castell soft pastels to add blush and shading to the face. Okay, I know there was a major skip here, but this was my first attempt at the face and I hated it, so I ended up wiping it away with acetone. I kept the bottom half of the face and the eyebrows though, just needed to redo those eyes. Okay, do-over. I start off with a light brown pencil and make the outline of the eyes. I color in her eyes as well as add her light purple eyeshadow. I spray Mr. Super Clear whenever I want to add a new layer of color. I darken the pupils, make the eyes a more vibrant green, darken the brows, and add lashes. To make the eyes and lips shiny, I applied this gloss varnish. Done with the face! Woohoo! Now on to the clothing. All the patterns I used are linked below in the description. I cut the skirt pattern out of this faux leather. I sewed the side skirt pieces to the front skirt piece, then hemmed the bottom and top with fabric glue. Then I sewed the back of the skirt, leaving an opening at the top for the closure. You can also see there's a seam down the front of her skirt. The fabric I was using came from an old skirt, so I intentionally cut the front skirt piece so that there would be the seam on the left side. Now her shirt. I hemmed the collar pieces, then sewed them right sides up onto the two shirt pieces. Then I used fabric glue to fold it down and hide the stitches. I hemmed the neckline as well, and then sewed the two shirt pieces together so that there would be a seam down the front of the shirt. Next I hemmed the bottom of the sleeves, sewed a basting stitch along the top, and pulled the threads to gather the fabric. Sewed the sleeves to the shirt, then sewed along the sleeves and down the sides. I hemmed the bottom of the shirt as well as the back opening. ASAMI also has these lighter red sleeves, so I'm just going to cut some rectangles out of stretchy knit fabric, hem the bottom, and then sew them together. I finished the shirt by adding her black belt. I just used black elastic. I made her little capelet out of the same faux leather fabric as her skirt. I didn't use a pattern for this one, I just cut out this curved cape-like shape. I hemmed the bottom, tried it on ASAMI, and realized that it was way too long. I cut it in half and then sewed the two pieces together so it would be shorter. Now for the finishing touches. I turned these boots from yellow to black using a Sharpie pen because I was too lazy to get my paints out, and then glued on her yellow buttons. Here it is! Oh, I also forgot to mention, I didn't make her tights, they're store-bought. I can't remember which doll exactly they are from, but I know there's a lot of Ever After High and Monster High dolls that use the same or similar tights. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe because that helps me out a lot and I really appreciate it. See you next time. Bye!